All right, you know what? Speaking of fascinating about who's bringing in work and who's doing incredibly well, there's a company that, frankly, if you didn't know any better, there is no pandemic. The numbers are this strong. It's ServiceNow. And we got to talk about this because it is an amazing moment for a company that has been doing well for a long time, but now it's doing even better. So let's bring in Bill McDermott for a CNBC exclusive. Bill, how have you been?
I've been well, Jim. Good morning, and warmest wishes to you and all the viewers for health and safety at this tough time. How you been? All right?
Well, Bill, I got to tell you, when I read your quarter, I said to myself, I have loved your company for ages, but this was your best quarter in history. How is it possible when everyone is saying, you know what, look, we're not doing as badly as you thought, and we're still holding it together, that ServiceNow had its best quarter in history?
Well, thank you very much, Jim. We're humbled that we were able to help our customers out. We had 11,000 employees work seamlessly from home. We were one of the first companies to do that because we're already digitally transformed. But as you know, many other companies are in the midst of digital transformation. There'll be $7.4 trillion invested in digital transformation in the next 3 years. And the company that's in the center of it all is ServiceNow. That's because we are the workflow engine of the 21st century economy. If you think about web, mobile, social conversation tools, they all integrate into the ServiceNow workflow platform, as does all the large systems of record in major enterprises. We make that workflow to create great experiences for employees and customers, and it's never been more important than it is right now.
Look, I know you're a total team player, and you always do that. I know members of your team who they're worshipful, but you don't like that, but that's the way they are. And one of the reasons they are is because you said that you brought a Rolodex that would be from SAP that would be second to none. Is that why you were up 48% year over year in million-dollar deals, 37 of them?
Well, the team did a great job, Jim. Our customers really need us now. I mean, just think about the complexity of the work-from-home scenario for many businesses. What they now need to do, just think of a simple thing like Accenture having 500,000 employees. How do you get the tools to them, like phones or computers, as they work from home and set up home offices in an instant? You have supply chains involved. You have manufacturers involved, you have legal involved, HR involved, finance involved. All these functions have to come together and use a workflow workhorse to pull this off. So I would just say that our customers are the real heroes here. Our teammates really worked hard throughout 24/7 to deliver. We had one scenario, Lowe's, for example, in the heart of the crisis. They wanted to put up essentially a control tower to take care of their people. And, over 300,000 people were on the ServiceNow workflow platform in less than 96 hours to get the job done. So, yeah, we did more than 37 deals over $1 million. We now have 933 customers with $1 million or more average contract value per annum. And frankly, the company stays hungry, we stay humble, we stay customer-focused, and I think that's going to help us go all the way.
Well, Bill, I think, obviously, Marvin Ellison is a great hero to us in what he's doing. He's digitizing a firm that wasn't digitized. Now, here's a firm that I think needs to save every penny, Chevron. And they bring you in. What's the ROI of when you bring in ServiceNow?
It's so amazing. This is the big idea. Any ROI with ServiceNow will give you a payback of at least 5 times the amount you invest in ServiceNow in any given year. So you'll usually see a payback for ServiceNow in less than 6 months, and you'll always see one at least in the first year of greater than 5x anything that you pay to ServiceNow. The CEOs I talk to out there, and I do every day, they're focused on protecting their revenue. It's not so much growing right now, it's protecting it. Business continuity, keeping the operations going, and driving productivity. But they all want a fast time to value scenario, and that's what we do. We innovate, change business models, and do it swiftly. We're talking hours, days, a couple of weeks, not years.
Man, nobody can sell like you, Bill. But on that subject of selling, forward bookings is certainly one way investors try to value your company. Your sales guys, I would think, typically like to go face to face with a CTO, whoever is making the decisions in terms of buying your services. What are they doing now? Are they just doing it all virtually, and is it working?
This is a really important question, Carl. Here's the situation. People were concerned initially. How can... Oh, that's David. Sorry, I'm talking into a monitor, just so you know. I can't see anything. David, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, thanks.
So here's the situation. Great to be with you again. Here's the situation. Everybody thought, well, if you have a direct sales motion, it's going to be more difficult in times like this to serve your customers. And just the opposite is true. Think about every CEO who is home right now looking for a good meeting. Think about the management teams who are home right now looking for a good meeting. So we're using Zoom and other technologies to bring virtual executive briefing center meetings together, and we can do it at a much higher volume than before. And now we do all the outside-in analysis for a company in their industry, by solution, by persona, and we compose a solution that is really geared for them. They can make a fast decision, and they can do it virtually. All the paperwork is done digitally, and it's done and dusted. Here's another example. We had an event where we were going to bring 25,000 people together in Orlando. That's our knowledge event, biggest event. We do it once a year. 25,000 people. And we thought, wow, we've got to move it to digital now. And what's that going to look like? We already have 50,000 people registered. We expect to have 100,000 people registered. That's a 4x improvement on the attendees for our knowledge event. So I think we're going to learn something from this. People are going to get much more comfortable working in a virtual world. This social distancing is not going to go away anytime soon. And companies that aren't already digitally transformed and able to pull this off, they have a burning platform now. They have to lean into this. Also, on the talent management side, talented people are going to expect companies to allow them to work from home and anywhere, not just for their personal wellness, but also for productivity reasons. This is a big idea for the modern economy.